Yeah, let's we will start the session. I would like to welcome all the participants to my demo session on SQL Server Administration. Just will summarize as part of this course what I am going to discuss. Plus, we'll see how we are working in real-time environment. At the last, we'll discuss if any questions are there, any doubts are there about our about this course. Okay, right. So we'll start the session. SQL Server Database Administration. Yes. So generally, as part of this course, what we are getting here, if you are attending the course, here our team will share you daily recordings. They will share you means class recordings. Daily will record the sessions. Will share you so that you can go through the session again whenever it is required. If any queries are there, any doubts are there, we have to note down somewhere in Notepad or something. If any doubts are there, you can ask those doubts in the next class, or you can ask the doubts. You can send me the WhatsApp message or email. You can send me so that I will clarify the doubts. Okay. So yeah, as part of this course, like daily recordings will provide, plus soft copy material will provide. Soft copy material will provide like I have written book on SQL Server Administration. That book's chapters, one by one chapter, I will share you each module wise, module 1, module 2, module 3. Each module wise, I will share you the soft copy material, PDF material. In the same way, some extra material I will share you, where you can see FAQs plus scenarios plus regularly used scripts. Generally, here we'll talk about that again. As a SQL Server DBA, our job is monitoring and troubleshooting. Our job is what? Monitoring and troubleshooting. That's why to monitor the databases, to monitor the servers, regularly we'll use T-SQL scripts. Sometimes we'll use PowerShell scripts. So those scripts I will try to provide you as part of this course as a soft copy material. Right. After that, we'll see in every concept, we'll discuss like troubleshooting, we'll see in every concept. I will show you troubleshooting part. Why? Because tomorrow, once you enter in the organization as a SQL Server DBA with 3+ years experience or 4+ years experience, just remember our job is troubleshooting. Our job is monitoring and troubleshooting. That's why we should be very good in troubleshooting part. Okay, so that's why in every module, in every concept, I will try to discuss here how we are troubleshooting the issues. For example, here I will share you the soft copy material as part of our course, where we have chapter wise I have written FAQs and scenarios I have written. Each chapter wise we have this is our module 1. As part of module 1, we'll see what are the common errors are there. Suppose if you are going with installation, what are the common installation errors are there? Those things I will share you. Means like tomorrow, if you are working with some high availability features like log shipping, mirroring, voice is not clear. Voice is clear, Tarun Venu. My voice is clear or some
distance? Yes. You are audible properly.
Okay, thank you very much, Tarun. Yes, some other participant is saying voice is not clear. Yeah, now it is okay, Jagadish. I think it should be fine now. Previously, have not enabled audio. Jagadish, is it okay now? You can use the chat option better. Yeah, I think shows also just one second. Yeah, I think now it is okay. Shows up. You can listen to it. Right. Right. Just here what I'm discussing, like as part of this course, we have to go in detail along with the troubleshooting part. In every module, I will show you troubleshooting. If you are going with installation, we'll see troubleshooting. If you are going with configuration, we'll discuss troubleshooting. Tomorrow, we'll working with databases, like we'll see common regular issues. We'll see what are the common issues are there while working with databases. Okay, so yeah, question answers we'll see as part of parallelly. We'll discuss here troubleshooting part. We'll discuss. Okay, as part of this course. No need to worry. And generally say like you can ask any questions except today. Today we'll discuss questions at the last just to avoid confusion. But you can ask the any questions you can ask using chat option, which is better for us for recording. As well as you can enable the audio, you can discuss any queries, technical queries while discussing our course. No need to worry. So I am here, my job is to clear your doubts. That's why any simple query, even you are asking 5 times, 10 times also, I will never say no. Okay, so why? Because yeah, you are coming here to learn something. That's why any simple doubt is immediately better. Please type in the chat panel immediately. Any simple doubt is it? Okay, so or after the class also already we have discussed, like just go through the recording. If any queries are there, please make a note. And before starting next class, you can ask the doubts, or I will provide you once the registrations are done as part of our policy, trainer and organization policy. I will provide the WhatsApp number also, so that at any time you can send me message. So I will try to answer whenever I am free. Okay, right, no need to worry. So we can make the session as interactive session. If any simple queries are there, feel free to type in the chat panel. Okay, just here like what we are discussing, what I am saying, we'll discuss here in every module, we'll discuss troubleshooting part, which is very, very important for us. This is here like just what we are getting as part of this course, and generally we'll conduct this course in a certification oriented way. Actually till January we have like one certification was there, 70765 SQL Microsoft certification. Check here, 70765, but recently this certification was retired. It is retired actually in this means last month January. Provisioning SQL databases, where we can write the Microsoft exam also. So in the same way, like yeah, 70764, sorry, this is Microsoft Azure actually, 765. 764 was there previously. Check here, administrating a SQL Server database infrastructure, which was retired here last month in January. Now in the place of 70764, now we have like a different exam is it, DP300, some different series Microsoft has started actually. So those these exams also you can write with some almost all contents are almost all same, but exam pattern is changed now. Okay, exam number is changed now from 2021 onwards. That's like you can write these exams actually like after attending the course here. Administrating relational database. This is like again Microsoft Azure, on Microsoft Azure. We have like this is for cloud computing. We have like administrating relational databases, like the same way we have like one more exam is there, like recently Microsoft is trying to launch, still like vouchers are there of 764. Still they are allowing to write exam 764. So yeah, so like I say, like we can write these Microsoft exams also. We can write here. Means for preparation is required for us. We'll have lengthy questions are there for 1000 marks. Actually, we need at least 700 for to qualify. Right. So that's like yeah. This actually what is summary we have seen. Like we are daily recordings I will share you, soft copy material I will share you, PDF materials, extra material I will share you, like one folder in Google Drive. I will place the folder, already it is there. I will share you this extra copy of material where we have FAQ scenarios plus yeah chapter wise extra material is there where we'll work with some issues. Okay, so we'll work with regularly used scripts. So most of the scripts are there as part of this soft copy material. As well as like I have written most of the scripts in my blog also, azure-sql.blogspot.com. If you see like here FAQs and yeah, scripts, we can see here most of the scripts are there which I have written. Means the same scripts we'll use here for while practicing. Anyhow, all these scripts are there in the soft copy material also. You can go through those scripts which are useful for us while learning, while working. You can see my YouTube channel is also there. You can see like some videos I have put here. Some demo sessions I have put here, as well as some yeah, performance tuning, plus some replication related in-depth sessions also I have put here, so that if you are not getting confidence, you can go through these recordings one time, then you can decide. Right, just but one point we have to understand, we are going to discuss in detail. Or concepts we are going to discuss what in detail. Okay, no need to worry. Right. Let's say we'll start with our class. So in general, we have seen as a SQL Server DBA, or it may be Oracle DBA, any type of DBA. So our job is maintenance. Okay, database and server maintenance is our job. Right, as part of SQL Server DBA or any DBA. So database and major responsibilities are there. Later we'll talk about that something more. Just what we'll see. As part of our SQL Server administration, our job is here database and server maintenance. Server means our SQL Server. Database and server maintenance is our job. Just remember, we are not developers, we are not testers. We are the maintenance people. Our job is what? Maintenance. That's why as part of maintenance, what we need to do daily, regularly, what are the activities are there as a DBA? As a DBA, remember, our regular activities are there, monitoring and troubleshooting. Okay, so monitoring and troubleshooting is our jobs here, regular job. Means what? Why? Because tomorrow, once you enter in the organization, okay, once you start working with the databases and servers, complete setup is there. All the features are already configured, like security, backups, log shipping, mirroring, always on. All the features are already configured. Okay, but our job is what? Like all the features are working fine or not. Okay, we have to handle all these features are working fine or not. If any issues are there, we have to troubleshoot those problems. Right, let's say tomorrow, like backup fail, log shipping fail, performance related issues are there, security related issues are there, suddenly database goes down, server is restarting automatically for every 5 minutes. Okay, disk space related issues are there, memory related issues are there, IO related issues are there. All these scenarios we have to handle. Okay, so that's why remember our job is what? Troubleshooting. That's why in-depth knowledge is required for us, not just right click next, next, next. So complete knowledge is required for us. That's why as part of this course, I will try to discuss most of the things which are possible up to maximum extent. In every concept, we'll see architecture. Suppose tomorrow I'm discussing always on concept. First, I will discuss introduction, then what are the benefits are there, then what is the architecture, then what are the prerequisites are there to configure, then monitoring, then troubleshooting. That is like in every module, I will try to discuss here these 5 parts in every module. Just for like, just like as a trial, for trial, just I have put here like my actually like as per my policy, I don't like this type of prices, but just to get some name, just I have put one of my course, replication in-depth course on replication for beginners and up to intermediate level people, which is almost 4.5 hours course is there. So I think you can take this course if you want, if somebody are already working. If you are just attending demo to check only, in that case, you can learn this course with free of cost, no need to purchase. I will send you, I will share you the coupon. If you apply the coupon, it will be free. Okay, so you can go through this course, means you can see like up to what extent I am trying to discuss the concepts. Okay, so that's like just 1 second. Yeah, this is the link is there. I will share you at the last this coupon also, coupon code, so that you can register freely. Right. So right, that's like what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to discuss here, like concepts in detail. No need to worry. Okay, and we'll make the session as interactive session. So just I'm not going to work with right click this. We'll work with every concept. I will show you through scripts which are important for us. Okay. So meanwhile, parallelly, if some queries are there, please feel free to type in the chat panel. But at the last, we discuss some more questions. We'll see at the last. Okay. Right. Right. Check it. That is monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular job. Right. Generally, we know that today every application has 2 parts, right? Front end and back end part. Front end part is a user interface part through which our users are working, right? So whereas back end part is the storage part where the data is present permanently, right? If you see the application architecture, just remember everything I'm starting from scratch. Maybe some people are already familiar with these concepts, no need to worry, just to go with step by step. So generally we know that front-end part is it, which is developed with some languages like Java, .NET, PHP, Android, something, right? With some scripting, Bootstrap, various things. Whereas like a back-end part is there, which is our database part, where the actual data is present. Right, data is present, and today remember, the complete almost all 95% data is present in the form of what databases. Just remember, backend part is a collection of what databases, where the actual data is present. Just remember, it may be like sales database or HR database or inventory, any type of database. Okay, so students database, okay, schools database, any type of database. These are the examples for databases here. Means what permanent, what is the main purpose of database? To store the data permanently. Okay, so for any application, we have to go with what? Databases. These are the examples for databases out there, and how we can create and manage these databases. Right, to create and manage these databases, we have to go with some RDBMS products. We have to use some RDBMS products here. By using RDBMS products, what we can do, we can create and manage databases. Right, today we have seen that so many RDBMS products are available in the market. So yeah, one of a powerful RDBMS product is a MS SQL Server. In shortcut, we are calling it as a SQL Server. Okay, the same way we have Oracle is there, another very good RDBMS product, MySQL. Okay, PostgreSQL. Like so many RDBMS products are available here in the market today. But if you see in case of Microsoft SQL Server, see Oracle is also very good, powerful RDBMS product. So Oracle has very good features also, like 5 to 8% extra features than SQL Server. But remember, that's why I'm not saying I'm teaching SQL Server, that's why it is at the top. But what is the fact that is important for us? But remember, whatever the features are there in Oracle, all the features are not required for everyone. Right? In the same way, like Oracle cost is very high as compared with Microsoft SQL Server. So Microsoft SQL Server cost is almost all 1/4 of Oracle. Okay. In the same way, what infrastructure is required, right, to maintain the SQL Server and SQL databases? What infrastructure is required, what hardware is required is very simple. Means what? We can have any infrastructure like it may be, we can have like small basic servers are okay for us. No need to have like very high-end servers. Very high-end servers, basic servers are okay for us with 16 GB RAM, 32 GB RAM. Okay, so that's remember like what I'm saying in the summary, we have to understand why today the clients are preferring SQL Server. One is your cost is very less, first point, as compared with Oracle, its competitor. And second one's here like yeah, infrastructure cost is very less, means with minimal configuration of servers, we can configure, we can maintain SQL Server. No need to purchase the hardware with a huge amount. And third one, remember, maintenance is easy here. We can do anything graphically, means 80% or 85% we can perform by right-clicking graphically, but 100% activities we can do through scripts or through commands. Once again, remember, don't worry, just 1-2 lines of commands we have to remember. If lengthy commands are there, lengthy scripts are there, that will store in a file. Whenever you want, just copy, paste and run. Okay, that's why I already have said I will provide you regularly use the scripts folder. I will provide you, as well as just now I have shown you in my blog also most of the scripts I have written. And fourth major benefit of MS SQL servers here today, Microsoft has its own cloud platform, actually Microsoft Azure, which is famous after AWS, which is a second leading cloud platform today after AWS, after Amazon Web Services. That's why if you are going with Microsoft Azure, even no need to purchase SQL Server also, just we can use the SQL Server on subscription basis. These are like various benefits are there with Microsoft SQL Server, we have to understand. Just remember, now from this discussion, it is very clear. Microsoft SQL Server is one of the RDBMS product developed by Microsoft, right? And what is the purpose of SQL Server? To create and manage databases, we need what? SQL Server. To create and manage databases, we are using SQL Server. Right. So just check here for more clarity. We can see, for example, Yes. Check it like this is my web server where my website is present. This is our SQL machine where our SQL server is there and databases are there. SQL machine. Okay, right. Whenever the user makes transactions here, whenever the user opens some website, make some transaction, first request is submitted to web server where the website is present. From there, request is coming to a SQL server. Okay, in the background. That's why we have seen like as a application support engineer, we'll take care of this web server, right? Where we are deploying our Java websites, .NET websites, PHP websites, anything here. But here see as a database administrator, we have to handle this server, which is our database server, which is our SQL server. Check here, previously we have one of my client was there, CIBC here. CIBC, one of a bank in Canada, CIBC. So this client is using say backend SQL Server. Actually, like while I was in the year 2011 or 12, 10 years back with Chennai, TCS Chennai, this was the client. Okay, so backend, remember, they are using SQL Server. Okay, so in the same way, like means what, whenever you make some transaction here as a end user, as a normal user, first request is submitted to which server? Web server. From there, request is coming to SQL server in the backend. Right? So that is like different servers, different. So many clients are using here today's SQL server. Even like Yes Bank, HSBC, Bank of America. Okay, so all these people are using say SQL Server today. Okay, right. Previously, here like I was supporting this Sharjah Islamic Bank, for example. These people are also these people are using more Oracle servers are there with them. But today they are using some of the databases. For some of the databases, they are using SQL Server. They are maintaining some of the databases with SQL Server. Like they said today, most of the clients are preferring say SQL Server today. Okay, so as compared with Oracle, why? Because its cost is huge, right? So check here, like as part of this database administrator, where we are working with this database server, what we are doing is regularly, what are our regular activities are there. Already we have seen monitoring the servers and databases is one of our regular job. Troubleshooting. If anything happened, remember in any server, we'll get the tickets, okay, which are nothing but email notifications. I will show you some tickets maybe in the tomorrow's class. Today we don't have time. Okay, so yeah, those whenever we get the ticket, depends on the ticket priority, we have to start working. Okay, right. So in the same way, like we have to monitor whether all the backups are working or not. We have to take care. If any security related issues are there, we have to take care. High availability, disaster recovery, HA and DR. In SQL Server, we have some high availability features are there. We'll see like log shipping, mirroring, always on, some features are there. So whether we have to verify whether those features are working or not. Okay, if any issues are there with log shipping or mirroring or always on, we need to handle those issues. Then migrations and upgradations we have to do sometimes, means upgrading from lower version to higher versions. Okay, right now remember our SQL Server current version is 2019. 2019 is our latest version. Okay, but remember in production servers, if you see tomorrow, if you start working with SQL Server, still most of the clients are using old versions. like 2008 8R2 version, 2012, 2014, 2016, 2017. Like still we have to work with old versions also. So means once the new version is available, it's not meaning that all the clients will upgrade to the new version. Still, still like remember, 60% clients are using old versions. Okay, that's why we have to work with old versions also. Okay, right. So in the same way, like we have to handle any performance related issues we have to handle. Okay, tomorrow the queries are running slow. Complete database performance has become slow. Server performance has become slow. Okay, so we have to handle what is the reason. Any memory issues are there, CPU related issues are there, any blocking related issues are there, any deadlock related issues are there. Like various issues are there here which may cause us performance issues. Those things we have to handle. That's like just remember, as a database administrator, we are handling the database servers. Okay, as part of administration, our job is maintenance. Our job is what? Maintenance. Yes, please feel free to type if any queries are there in the chat panel. If any simple doubts are there, please type in the chat panel. I will try to answer. Okay, right. Right. So then say like coming to SQL Server, already we have seen SQL Server is one of your RDBMS product developed by Microsoft. Generally say like how we can connect and work with SQL Server. Generally to connect and work with SQL Server, we have like one tool is there, SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. SQL Server Management Studio. By using this tool, we can connect and work with SQL Server. But one important question is there, actually, I forget to mention. Dushyant is saying like any prerequisites for this course? Yeah, important question. Yeah, check here very simple prerequisites are there for this